Hello and welcome everybody to race 2 of the GT3s, ladies and gentlemen. We are already at season 2, race 2. The stewards had some problems after Monza, after a lot of, um, lapping incidents and blue flags, and the first lap incidents involving Ricky Chiesa. The only thing that they or only person that they actually penalized was car number 112, and he has a race ban for today because, you know, he caused a lot of incidents when cars were lapping. But enough with that. We are already in qualifying, only 8.5 minutes left, and I don't want to keep you away from the track for so long, but I have to give a shout out to our affiliates. So, first of them is Track Racer. If you want to buy some sim racing hardware or some accessories such as gloves, pants, socks, whatever you need connected to sim racing, please check out Track Racer. You can do that by scanning the QR code on the screen or just clicking the link down below. And then our second affiliate for today, as usual again, is Rogue Energy. If you want to buy some hydration or energy drink powders, or just a shaker to mix them all, please check out their site. And if you decide to buy something, please use the code TheSpeedy at 42 for a 10% discount, which is showing on the screen. But now that all our duties are done, let's get into Assetto Corsa Competizione and into qualifying. Currently, Ricky Chiesa, who was doing an endurance race today for the Speediot, is claiming provisional pole position, and we can see a lot of new faces as well. Also, some people who I'll have, trouble pronouncing their names, but please, excuse me for that one. Yildiz asks Stefan. I don't see Yildiz. Are you trying to scare me today? So. Oh, and someone took away provisional pole position from Chiesa, none other than Roman Mishka, who was in the top 3 last time. He claimed the last step of the podium, and he was quite fast, I gotta tell you. But Ricky Chiesa just had the pace. Also, Chiesa was doing an endurance race at Spa today for the Speediot, so thank you very much for that. I couldn't watch it. I'll definitely rewatch it, but I'm sure they got a good position. And Sammy Pedersen joined us as well. We can know him from the Porsche Cup. You're watching that as well, and if you're not, you definitely should. I mean, not this week. This week Porsche Cup was kind of a bum. But doesn't matter, we'll get better. That's why we are broadcasting, that's why we are, keep showing up, so yeah. Who are the new faces? I can see some Hungarians as well. When Ollie Sheffert is joining us, I think we just hit the record attendance today. While we are taking a ride with Mishka, you can see this beautiful livery. Also, we are having custom liveries today as well, so thank God I configured that one for today. I think Richard Fosak would have killed me if I wouldn't have, as he has this beautiful bikini bottom racing car today, just like on the 3 hours of Zolder race. But yeah, it's a great livery, and he's also recruiting for his team. So make sure to join our Discord server, and if you want to join the Bikini Bottom Racing team, then you can contact him. I'm not sure if he's recruiting at the moment though. Okay, let's see. A lot of people are out on track while Richard Forsack spins it around, and if he goes back to the pits, he might have a shot at doing another hot lap. But it will be quite risky. I mean, risky, you know, the time frame isn't big enough to, you know, make it in time. He still has to do the warm-up lap. Well, Michael Stefanak, who took P2 last time, he's currently out on track as well. I think he is the only one who's running the Mercedes AMG, the Speediest Championship. See, who else do we have here? We have Justin Manhausen, who did great in GT4s once again. And Tomáš Dani, who seems to be a Hungarian racing driver with the Oregon team. Okay, interesting story. We've been on the GT3 race, the International GT Open, at the Hungaroring, and we heard people, you know, shouting when the Oregon team was going by, and I wasn't sure why, so I still have to look that up, why the Hungarian fans love the Oregon racing team so much. Maybe I'll have a chance to ask him today during the interviews, if he comes, of course. Ravat is in the pits, BMW. He set a lap time, although not the fastest, but he's not last. And Kalinowski, Pedersen, Sheffert, and Tillis did not set a lap time yet. Tillis seems to be in the pits. Kalinowski is currently out, although he was struggling with the Lamborghini back at Monza. Also had some incidents during braking. He has a bit of a trouble with traction control in the Lamborghini. I'm not sure how he'll do today, while Pajewski at the lap time currently picks up P13. And he won't be improving today. And Ollie Sheffert, he takes it quite easy. Maybe it was just an optical illusion. Is he on a fast lap, or will he be? He will be going on one. Okay. So I hope that I can get a hold of Teague. Maybe today we can commentate together. I'm not sure if you guys are missing him as well. So Ollie Sheffert sets lap time, and he won't be doing another one. Claims P14. Or is he going for another one? He is. He just took such an interesting racing line. Wasn't sure. Okay, Kalinowski, where is he at? Seems to be his last lap. Just missed the apex. And Semi Pedersen. He did really good in the Porsche Cup, and he is currently driving a Porsche. So hope that we can see him fight, at least in the mid-pack today. He has a custom livery, he just couldn't upload it in time, but I'm happy that he made the race. Ollie Shefford still trying to set a faster lap than his last one. Qualifying's already over. We are just waiting for guys to finish, and Ollie Shefford made a mistake. He seems to be giving up. While I can see Tom Ashdunny still trying to set a faster lap than his last one. He's already in the top 10, so he doesn't have a lot of worry. But it would be nice to set a faster lap time to actually be in top 5. And he cannot improve. Stays in P9. Kalinowski couldn't set a lap time. Pedersen couldn't set a lap time. Neither did Das or Tylus. Okay, so before we get to racing, I'll give you a quick track walk. So the track starts off with a long straight, not as long as the next one though. Then we go to the S's, the hotel, then a long right-hander going into the Mistral Straight. I think maybe the longest straight on the GT3 calendar. Then we go to Curva de Singas, cannot pronounce. Then again, a lot of right and left-handers, fast corners, which will be eating away the tires and may cause overheating issues with the tires. So I hope the drivers have calculated that into the racing strategy. And then closing off with a hairpin, heading into the main street and the checkered line. So give us a quick second. We transition from the qualifying session to restart. Okay, so we are right back into the action. I'll be giving you a grid walk as well, just so you're up to date on starting and from where. I'm sorry about my I'm sorry about my English. I haven't been speaking English in a long time, only on broadcasting because I'm currently at home. Not your problem though. So let's kick off. I said let's kick off the grid walk. So starting from pole position will be Roman Mishka, who claimed pole position this time. Just snatched it away from Ricky Chiesa, so Ricky still has to fight to get to P1. Next up is P2 Ricky Chiesa, who suffered a big incident in Monza, but he recovered and still won the race. Then Filip Lavak, then Michael Stefanak, who was our P2 last race. Then the Bikini Bottom racing car, Richard Fosak, starting from P5, closing up the top 5. Then Justin Van Housen, who's a great racer in GT4s, and I hope he can show some of that skills here. Then George Sokol joined us last season as well, so he isn't a rookie driver. Hope he can also show some talent today. Then Pavel Urban in the McLaren. Then Tomasz Dunny in the Oregon team racing livery in the Lamborghini. Then Jakub Bianek, who is also helping with some pronunciation of Polish names. Then Stefan Visser, currently in 11th place. Then Ignacy Krawiec in P12. P13 is Lukas Pajewski in this beautiful white pink BMW. Then Ollie Shepard starting from P14. Then Marcel Tylus, Marcin Kalinowski, who had some problems with this Lamborghini, and he did not have the best of qualifying lap times either. And closing of the grid is Sammy Pedersen, showing up in a Porsche as a Porsche Cup driver, this time in the GT3s. The drivers have already embarked on their warm-up laps. Currently going through Mistral Straight. You can see the drivers bunching up, warming their tires, going left to right. Will be, if you ask me, will be quite a chaotic race. And today, top speed will matter a lot, in my opinion, due to the Mistral Straight, of course, and high-speed cornering. They don't always go hand in hand, of course, because the BMW may be really fast on the straights. It may not corner as well as a McLaren, as a mid-engine car, not a front-engine layout car. Chinwe Paranyape is also in the chat. Hello everyone, good luck for the race. Also, from this stream, you can also collect channel points. So we may do some predictions. You know, you can vote for whoever is gonna win from the last 15 minutes, and then you can get some bonus channel points to pick up some gifts. Also, Ricky in the chat. Hi guys, good race to all. Good race to you too. Good luck everybody. I'm gonna start from the pits. Oh, Sammy Pedersen is in the pits. I mean, yeah, it's kind of the same as starting from the back for him. It may be a slight bit worse, but it doesn't make a hell of a lot difference. This is what I call the silence before, the thunderstorm. Going through the last hairpin before the race start. Cheering for Ollie to get strong points finish. That's Chinmay Pranyape in the chat. And now coming up to the start finish straight. And we are going green, green, green. Oh, Roman Mishka had a great race start, and he has the inside line while Ricky Chiesa was sleeping in a bit. And he couldn't get a hold of him, but he managed to keep his P2. Then Mikhail Stefanak claims P3 already. Oh no, he's falling behind. I am so sorry. But Ricky Chiesa is just stuck to Roman Mishka's rear bumper. He's already trying to chase him down. So So now, Ricky Chiesa in the Mistral Straight. Can he get a hold of Roman Mishka? For some reason it shows Semi Pedersen as P1, but he started from the pits. Okay, now it's fixed. And Ricky Chiesa from the outside. Nice side by side with Roman Mishka. Will he have the better exit? No. No, he does not have the better exit yet. Well, now he's stuck to that inside line. Hoping from him. Oh! Justin Van Housen spun around after the Mistral Straight in the wrong long right-hander. Then George Sokol also having some tear and wear. But I do want to go back to that battle for P1. Because Ricky Chiesa is still there and they have a league of their own. 4 people are trying to snatch away that P1 from Roman Mishka. Currently, Filip Halvak has the best lap. Not sure if it will stay that way. It was only the first lap. The Roman Mishka has some breathing room now, but I'm not sure if it will stay that way. Ricky Chiesa is definitely warmed up. Today he had a 4-hour race. So he's definitely not sleeping in today. He was also driving the McLaren, so he's definitely getting more and more familiar, or, you know, master it more and more, the car. But Roman Mishka still keeps his position. But there is a battle going on for P7. Ignacy Krawiec doesn't have any slipstream, and we can see the 2 McLarens catching up to that BMW a lot. While in the front, they are still battling for that P1. And Tomasz Dani is looking for an overtake on Jakub Bienek. Oh, and they are side by side. Still side by side, and Tomasz Dani runs wide. Oh, but Jakub Bienek messes up the exit. But Tomasz Dani follows. So the battle between the two definitely not set. Also, Marcel Teilis made the overtake on Ignacy Krawiec, and Pavel Urban is about to as well, as the 2 cars are side by side. And what happened to Richard Fosak? Richard Fosak was starting from P5 and currently he's P10. Oh, Pavel Urban looking for an overtake. He's trying to reel in Krawiec in that BMW. Or as all my fellow European citizens would say, BMW. And now, going through the Mistral Straight, he has the slipstream, but does he have enough to make that overtake happen? Oh, he's getting closer and closer. He's right on the bumper of that car. He's looking for an overtake, but he moves back behind. He knows that it's not the right time yet. And now, side by side, the 2 cars, and Richard Fosak is looking for an overtake as well, and bumps Ignacy Krawiec off the track. What an incredible race, but at least Pavel Urban got away with that overtake. not a lot of movement at the front. Except Mikhail Stefanak, who is quite close to the Lamborghini ahead. It's only 0.5 seconds. And he's just stuck to that car. Roman Mishka getting away, so he will be definitely a strong championship contender today. While Richard Fosak in the back is looking to take an overtake as well on Pavel Urban. They've met before, just a few minutes before, when we saw Ignacy Kravets getting bumped off the track by Richard Fosak, 54 Bikini Bottom racing car. And that slipstream is definitely needed for that BMW. When he tries to scare Pavel Urban into defensive move, he might have succeeded. Oh, and now he dives on the inside, and the overtake seems to be done, although Pavel Urban tried to cut back, but no chance. That BMW has great pace today. While Marcel Tylus looking to get back at the Oregon Racing Team Lamborghini. Oregon Team Lamborghini. After Dunny made the overtake. Doesn't seem to be having it his way. While Filip Havak starts to defend. He can see Mercedes getting closer and closer in his rear view mirror. There is some action going on with Tomasz Dunny and Marcel Tylus. Dunny messes up the exit onto the Mistral Straight. Gets in a big disadvantage. He loses the position. Currently back to P7. While Stefanak is also quite close. He's in an attacking position. Just as Havak misses the apex, he picks up another 1/10 of a second on him. He's only 0.3 seconds behind now. All that matters now is the exit out of that hairpin, and he may be able to do the overtake. But can he? While there was a yellow flag with Pajewski. Also, Tylus and Dunny are again side by side. Dunny is on the outside. The McLaren is on the inside. Oh, but the McLaren misses the braking point. He goes off track. And the Lamborghini gets let pass. Oh, but he tries to cut back. But Dunny doesn't leave any room for an overtake. Guys are doing great pace. I think if I would be driving, I would be around 6th, 7th place, fighting with Tylus and Dunny. I couldn't even approach Roman Mishka's fastest lap, which is currently a 1 minute 54.9. And we can see Richard Fosak trying to get some of that action for P6. He caught up to the 2. We're battling for the past few laps, and Tylus runs wide. Sorry, I still have to memorize the new faces. And Richard Fosak passes as well. Tylus loses 2 positions in 2 corners. Kravet gets yellow flagged for some reason. But that is not our focus, as we can see these 3 bunched up. Tomáš Dani leading. Oh! And contact between Fosak and Pavel Urban. No, not Pavel Urban, Tylus. And Pavel Urban passes as well, although the 2 McLarens are still side by side. But Pavel Urban goes through with the overtake. Richard Fosak is already up to P7. Hope he can climb back up to P5, at least. I mean, he's quite a consistent driver. We know that he won the 3 hours of Zolder, but today he doesn't have 3 hours. Now drivers are settling in, although there is still a race going on between, or a battle going on between Pavel Urban and Tylus. Up to the straight. You can see that Tylus is getting all the slipstream, and there is crazy pace difference. Currently Tylus was more than 10 kilometers per hour faster on the straight just because of the slipstream. That's why he was able to complete this flyby overtake, nearly a flyby overtake. Oh! And Tylus moves for an overtake on Tomáš Dani as well. He picks up P8. Roman Mishka already made some lap overtakes, and I hope that today won't cause that many incidents that did last time in Monza. So Mishka having the lead, fastest lap. And also lapping cars seems to be having a strong lead, but can his tires keep up, as Paul Ricard is known for killing the left tires. Not just the left, all of the tires, because the surface is quite abrasive, but the left especially because there are a lot of high-speed right-handers. While George Sokol already made his pit stop. What happened to him? He started from 7th place and he's back to P17. Last place. And Sammy Patterson had quite a good start. He's already up to P15 starting from the pits. So let's see if we can still replay some of the incidents from the start. Oh, there's a battle going on between Kalinowski and Kravet, 2 Polish guys. The BMW seems to be having a better straight line speed. Kalinowski does not move back into the slipstream, also misses the apex. So Kravet manages to keep that position. We'll be coming back to this, but I think we want to see some lap 1 incidents. This may be lap 2. Oh. So that's what happened to Sokol. Out of one of the corners, he pushed. I mean, the fast right-hander after the Mistral straight. He pushed Justin Van Housen, who is currently battling for P8. Battling with Tamás Dani. But Dani goes through with the overtake. Also, Tylus is battling with Richard Fosak, who is already up to P6. When that slipstream does great to that McLaren. And he manages to do the overtake on the straight. Richard Fosak couldn't do anything. Wasn't even trying to break the slipstream. He's currently back to P7. Although the race is still long, still 1 hour left. Tamás Dani is battling with Justin Van Housen. The Justin Van Housen managed to get back the position. They are side by side. Tamás Dani runs wide, but back to the apex and back into the slipstream of that Audi. He's not in an attacking position yet, because the gap extended to 0.8 seconds. But Richard Fosak is. Richard Fosak hunting down that McLaren. And if he's smart, he won't be doing that anytime before the Mistral straight. Sammy Pedersen goes to the pits as well. So back to Richard Fosak. Now the gap is quite big. I don't think he's getting any of that slipstream, maybe a slight bit. And he seems to be at around the same speed as Marcel Tylus. Does not manage to gain any seconds. Tenths. While Mikael Stefanek is again in a position where he could overtake Filip Havak. Or Hlavak, sorry. Still, I'm not the best at pronouncing. Excuse me for that. And Ricky Chiesa is still 0.3 of a second slower than Roman Mishka every lap. And the GT3 Huracan of Filip Hlavak is just a bit faster every lap, so he's reeling in Ricky Chiesa, and now he's in the slipstream. He gains a lot. He's only 0.3 seconds behind Chiesa now. Oh, but he runs wide. Maybe just a slight bit wide. While Sammy Pedersen is letting Roman Mishka go. Richard Fosak is also looking for an overtake on Marcel Tylus. Oh, now he's on the inside and he dives down. And Marcel reclaims the position. So Richard Fosak still just trying to get back into it. Let's take a look at the battles at the back, if we would have any. The only ones we have is at the front. Richard Fosak is closer than ever once again. Closer than ever once again, makes sense. He's quite close. He can move for an overtake from here. But I think he's waiting for the Mistral Straight. I mean, this is not the part of the track that you are going to overtake. The Mistral Straight will be, though. But they are both coming, while Richard Fosak has a better line. He picks up some of that slipstream. Now with that difference, he moves out. But the McLaren is just way, way better on the straight, it seems to be, at least. But now he moves out. But he wasn't in a position to overtake yet. But we can see Filip Plavak really, really close to Ricky Chiesa. Back to Richard Fosak. Oh, and Mikael Stefanak is up to P2. How did that happen? I did not even see it. Was Chiesa caught up in an incident? Oh, he was. There was a yellow flag. Okay. So there wasn't. I don't know what happened. But I guess the one who's currently feeling the most benefits of all of this is Roman Mishka, who already has a 6-second lead to Mikael Stefanak. This battle is still going on between Richard Fosak and Marcel Tylus. Oh, and Richard Fosak, although nearly made the overtake, but the McLaren managed to cut back. Did a beautiful switch back there. The BMW is again trying to move for that overtake. And now he takes the inside. For once. But will he face another switchback? No, he won't. But he will face some difficulties on the straight as the McLaren will get a lot of slipstream. While Hlavak is quite close to Chiesa as well. Not there to overtake yet though. When Fosak breaks the slipstream, and this time he manages to go through with it and he keeps his lead over Marcel Teilis after the Mistral Straight as well. You can see Richard Fosak using the whole track, taking beautiful lines. And now he's up to P6. And I think we'll be seeing battle that we've been waiting for since Monza to actually happen, with Jakub Bianek and Richard Fosak as they were battling, but Jakub Bianek just didn't have it in him that day, and he kind of missed out. So while the guys are getting settled, maybe getting closer to each other, you know, preparing for overtakes, we'll be going on a quick break. Please grab some popcorn, grab some beverages, because this will be great, I think. Also, collect those channel points, because soon, at the last 15 minutes, we'll be doing a prediction, and whoever guesses right will get some more channel points, and from that you might be able to buy some gifts in the future. So, be right back. When what are we coming back for? Hello, we are back, and we can see that Richard Fosak once again defended his position, and he's still back in P6. While there was an attempt in overtaking Chiesa, Filip Hlavak was quite close to actually going through with it, and he is still there, still only 0.4 seconds behind. Well, what happened? Oh, I thought something happened to Jakub Bianek. He was dropping positions quite fast, but he just went into the pits. So pit stops will soon be happening, although it's more likely to happen after more than half of the race is passed. We'll be at around 37-ish, 37 minutes left. When now, from the slipstream, Filip Hlavak looks to move for an overtake, and there's contact between the two. Ricky Chiesa overestimates the gap between them, and he kind of pushes Hlavak off the racing line, while Richard Fosak is still trying to defend the position of his, that 6th position, and he still manages to do that. It is always the question of the Mistral Straight. Everywhere else, Richard Fosak is mostly faster. Hlavak still stuck to that rear bumper of Ricky Chiesa, while Marcin Kalinowski was close to Jakub Bienek, but Jakub Bienek just has a better pace. Thought they were battling. So Tylis still couldn't manage to make that overtake on Richard Fosak, and I don't think he will anytime soon. But Filip Hlavak might be able to overtake Ricky Chiesa in the next 40 minutes. Might even be with the pit stops, as Ricky Chiesa isn't famous for the fastest pit stops. Last time in Monza, he lost 1 or 2 positions just because of his pit stop. So now, again, in the slipstream, but Ricky Chiesa does not give up. Better lane. Now, there isn't contact, and Hlavak manages to stay quite close. While Marcel Tylis again quite close to Richard Fosak, but he's not gonna have a shot, and he kicks the backhand, makes a mistake. So Hlavak still there on Ricky Chiesa's tail, and Ricky Chiesa might be getting more and more nervous. Although I don't think he is. I think he just wants to get through the race. Now Ricky Chiesa has quite a good gap, but I don't think it's quite enough to give him the security of that podium. Hlavak is 0.3 seconds behind Chiesa, although a bit less, or a bit more than it was last time around. But now he didn't have to do any fiddling with Chiesa. They weren't side by side just at the entry. Now he's definitely on the bumper of that McLaren rear bumper. While Tylis is moving for an overtake on Richard Fosak. They are side by side, and Fosak makes a mistake out of the exit. The corner. And Fosak this time behind Tylis again. I think he's having enough of that rear bumper of the McLaren. He was watching it for a long time this race. While Tomasz Dani makes an overtake he did not, sorry. Justin Van Housen went into the pits. But Tomasz Dani jumps up a position temporarily. Justin Vanhausen had quite a quick pit stop. Let's see what the time was. 36 seconds spent in the pit. It's quite fast if you ask me. Oh, and the top runners are coming as well. Roman Mishka and Mika Stefanek are both in the pit. Also, Filip Lavak. And Ricky Chiesa is still out. Oh, Lukas Pajewski gets a stop-and-go penalty, 30 seconds. Seems like he was speeding in the pit lane and not by a bit at the entry. Also, Tomasz Dani is coming for a pit stop. Stefan Visser, who had quite a quiet race today, he still didn't come to the pits, although he's up to 6 for now. And Richard Fosak is in the pits as well. Just finished his pit stop. Tomasz Dani is right behind him. Jakub Bienek manages to overtake. Up to P9. So Ricky Chiesa out in the pits as well. Who we want to be watching is Filip Lavak, who has a chance to overtake Chiesa by just doing a pit stop before him. Also, Tyler's got a drive-through penalty. He went off the track too much, using tapped track limits. When there is a yellow flag on track, Lukas Pajewski stopped in the runoff area. What happened to the BMW? Okay, so back to Filip Lavak. And he just managed to come out in front of Chiesa, just by a bit. So Ricky Chiesa gets bumped off of the podium. When Bienek gets a drive-through as well. Yeah, it is a big problem at Paul Ricard, because, you know, you have a lot of runoff areas. There is the fast right-hander after the Mistral Straight, where you can absolutely abuse track limits. And drivers tend to do it too much at this track, and it will result in drive-through penalties. So the field is kind of spread out now. There aren't any battles going on, really. But there might be after some people, you know, after the pit stops, catch up to each other. I mean, Ricky Chiesa. Oh! Just as I said his name, I wanted to say that he's running quite a good outlap. He kicked the back end, although what a great save by him. He might be catching up to Filip Plavak. Not with these moves though. It might work in Forza, drift points, but it does not help here. Oh, and Filip Plavak gets a drive-through penalty that gives back Ricky Chiesa that P3. Unbelievable. Ricky Chiesa's luck has turned, maybe. I don't want to say anything yet, but it might have happened today. As the Ricky Chiesa gets back his P3 because of a penalty. Okay, now we're back. Okay, there was a quick blackout here, so... Okay, and my Acero is disconnected. So sorry guys, I had a blackout and for some reason it's not fetching the server list. I was back for a few seconds, other than that I'm not back. Richard Fosak was battling with Justin Vanhausen. But other than that, I'm just as clueless as you guys are. Maybe a quick restart of the game might help. If it would restart. Technical difficulties. I so love them. I love them so much. So currently, you are seeing big nothing. Good. So check out Rogue Energy. What I wanted to say was... And we are nearly back. I'm spamming the click button. Okay.
Green light, give it all you got.
Okay, and we are so back. We are so back. Excuse me for the messy setup. I'll clean it up in just a quick second. Okay, so a lot of things have happened. Richard Fosak is back in P4. A lot of people have left for some reason. And Filip Plavak got put back into P6 just because of that drive-through. While we can see Stefan Visser making an overtake on Pavel Urban. Pavel Urban tries to cut back, but he goes on to the gravel, or that dirty part of the track, and he cannot do a switchback. Was trying to do it a bit more aggressive than he should have. So Roman Mishka still has his 6-second lead, although it's not going down. And Filip Plavak is catching back up. He's currently just behind Justin Van Housen. You can see he's already there. Now he tries to move for an overtake, but the slipstream wasn't enough. That Audi is just flying in the straight. But now side by side the two cars. And Filip Plavak. Ooh, that was risky, but he went through with the overtake. And Justin Van Housen just cannot keep the pace up. Although he's quite fast, he's not as fast as Filip Plavak. And Filip Plavak is back into the top 5. So now with only 20 minutes left, what would be the best question to ask? You can collect channel points and then we'll make a prediction in 7 minutes-ish. Well, we figure out what the prediction should be, because the race winner might be obvious. But I think the question could be, can Filip Plavak overtake Richard Fosak as well? Wait, give me a second, I forgot the... It's not an exclamation mark. Prediction. So... for the next 5 minutes, you can choose. Can Filip Plavak overtake Richard Fosak until the end of the race? Okay. So, you can start the predictions. I mean, Filip Plavak is catching up, but I'm not sure how fast. Also, we still did not make the giveaway of the Michelin tire. And we might just do it with channel points, so stay tuned for that. I know I said that we'll be doing it this week. And with this week just passed, I might even do it tomorrow and then make an Instagram post, do everything I can. So Stefan Visser managed to make the overtake on Pavel Urban, but Pavel Urban tries to cut back. Although Stefan Visser doesn't leave any room for overtaking opportunities. I think the battle that everyone wants to look at will be between Richard Fosak and Tlavak. But I still don't see the battle between them happening yet. I mean, 4.9 seconds between them. Tlavak might catch up, but I'm not sure if he can overtake. So make your predictions. You can get some good channel points. We'll be making some rewards for some of the upcoming races. So believe me, you want to collect those channel points. You can multiply them by guessing right. You can of course lose them, but I hope that won't be happening to you. We can see Pavel Urban flashing his lights. While Filip Tlavak making a left overtake. Today I did not see that many yellow flags. So I guess it was better that we made clear in the how do you call it, briefing, that these incidents will be penalized more heavily. And now we can see them side by side. Will the BMW let go or not? I mean, if I were him, I would do it at the end of the street as well. That's where he would lose the least amount of time, and that's what he does. So George Sokol letting people pass clean as possible. Also, quickly put your channel points into the vote because it will soon close off. So do you think Filip Tlavak can make the overtake on Richard Fosak or no? You can vote on both. You can win some great channel points. Did not see any votes coming in. I'll just do it again. So you will have 5 minutes to put your points in, and then you can gain some as well, of course. By following us, you will instantly gain, I'm not sure, 500 or 300 points. So you already have something to play with, and then you can multiply it here. And later you can use it to redeem goods. So Hlavak is getting closer and closer. We are now focused on the battle between Jakub Bienek and Stefan Visser. Jakub Bienek, after getting that drive through, once again, I think he picked up one in Monza. Hope that it doesn't become a tradition. He moves for the overtake. He can pass Stefan Visser cleanly, although there could have been contact, because Stefan Visser did not slow down in time. What is happening at the front? Filip Hlavak is still trying to catch up. And he's lapping not way faster, but he's lapping faster than Richard Fosak, or the half a second faster per lap. 0.7 seconds faster every lap. So he has a great chance. Jakub Bienek is also moving for an overtake soon on Pavel Urban. So Jakub Bienek getting closer and closer to Pavel Urban. This Ferrari, so we might see a great battle between the two mid-engine cars. I mean, Jakub Bienek qualified quite good. He's in the top 10. Oh, he goes into the runoff area. He underestimated the braking zone. Or overestimated the braking zone. Kind of just missed his braking point and then went off track. Definitely hurt his time and his chances of getting a P8. And Justin Vanhausen is also lapping George Sokol. So it was a great battle in the beginning of the race, action-packed, doing as much as possible. And then the blackout came, and now it's quite quiet. Just at the end of the race. But Lavak is only 2.5 seconds behind Fosak, so those who voted for no or voted for yes, I'm not sure, I haven't checked the votes. Oh, I don't think there is any. Well, I wanted to say, if you voted for no, you might be wrong. Might not be. It's still just theory. And 8.5 minutes left on the clock. Tamás Dani in the Lamborghini. His first race at Speedy Yachts Racing. It's going quite well. He will pick up a top 10. He finishes in this position. I mean, he has a quite convincing lead to Pavel Urban. He's more than 10 seconds ahead, and he gets a drive-through penalty. One crashes into the barrier, setting his car. No, he quit. Oh no. He gets a drive-through penalty, and then let's go. Such a sad thing to see. Okay, doesn't matter. We still have a battle to focus on, which will be maybe even two battles, as Jakub Bienek is catching up, and there might be a battle between Filip Lavak and Richard Fosak. When Pavel Urban runs a bit wide. Pavel Urban runs a bit. Excuse me. I opened the chat. While we take a ride with Justin Van Housen and Filip Lavak. We take a ride with Justin Van Housen and Filip Lavak. We take a ride with Justin Van Housen and Filip Lavak. We take a ride with Justin Van Housen. I muted it. Excuse me again. So, take a ride with Justin Van Housen, but the one we want to focus on is Filip Lavak. Who was reeling in a funny looking bikini bottom racing car BMW, and the driver sitting in it, who is Richard Fosak. Only 5 minutes left in the race. That is enough for 3 more laps. And I'm not sure, Filip Lavak isn't... He is gonna catch up, but I'm not sure if he has enough time to overtake Richard Fosak as well. What happened to Philipp Lavak? He was trying to catch up to Richard Forsak. And I think it might have been because of tire wear. The car got upset. He tried to, you know, tried to repair the damage. And he goes off track. What happened? So now, if Richard Forsak can just bring it home, he will be in the top 5. I mean, he would be either way, but he will pick up a top 4. Nearly stepping on the podium as well, picking up some great points. So, Mikael Stefanek actually lapping a bit faster than Roman Mishka. We're kind of at the same pace. He definitely won't catch up, only 3 minutes left in the race. Which means 2 laps after this one, well, we switch back to Justin Manhausen. For some reason, the camera crew likes to switch back to him. And last season, he was running a Lamborghini. I'm not sure where the idea came from to use the Audi. Might have seen Richard Forsak do good in it, and he was like, why not give it a shot? Stig would say, flip around to find out, or flip around and find out. It's quite good, doing good for him. He usually picks up P5s, now he's in P6, so... Oh, someone spun in the back, George Sokol. Lap driver. So, it's kind of... he's doing good in it. Of course, with the new blood in the championship, I think he's even doing better than in the Lamborghini. Just like the one which Philipp Lavak is driving. And I think he's cursing it because it got upset and went off track, and he missed out on how many points? First one gets 25, 20, 15, 12, 10. He missed out on 2 points that he could have picked up.
Right, man. Leader is on the final lap. Give it all you can.
So final lap of the race, Roman Mishka just started it. And I don't think there will be any movement. I don't think Jakub Bienek caught up to Pavel Urban. So it seems like we'll be finishing in this order, but I don't want to say anything, as something can always catch me off guard in the last minute. So I'll keep my eyes out. When George Sokol, another yellow flag, and Kalinowski gets a drive-through penalty for the last lap. That will be 30 seconds added to his lap time, as he cannot serve it anymore. And now Roman Mishka is flashing his lights because Pavel Urban is in the way. Quite nice. Letting him pass. Now the Ferrari makes the last hairpin turn. And our race 2 of season 2. Winner of the Speediots GT3 Championship. Race 2. Paul Ricard will be Roman Mishka. Big applause for him. And also Mika Stefanak. Ricky Chiesa will soon pick up his last place on the podium. And then Richard Fosak, doing quite good in qualifying, somehow gets bumped out of the top 10, and he gets up even better. He picks up a P4. Lavak will be P5. I hope that he did not spin because of the commentator's curse. If he did, I'm extremely sorry. So Filip Lavak rounds off the top 5. And the last few finishers. Justin Manhausen. In P6. Last but not least, who is not last, but last to finish, will be the Romanian driver, George Sokol in P9. Well, we started with 17 drivers. 7 of them left for some reason. But it was still a good race. So great race from the drivers today. Just quickly switch the AFK screen. So this was Paul Ricard, and while we wait for the interviews, please give me a second. I'll just create a podium for it. Okay, I'll just quickly save the replay or whatever is left of it. And I can already see Ricky Chiesa so I'll soon grab him onto the stand so that we can talk. I'll just allow, yep, putting up hands. Let's see if his mic issues have been resolved.
Ruby, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can. I definitely can.
Finally, mate, finally.
Finally, yeah. So how are you today? You were doing a race in Spa, 4-hour race with Srinjay Das, who sadly retired in the beginning of the race, and now picked up a podium finish at Speediots Racing. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm feeling quite good, mate. So I did the 4-hour Spa. I was a bit tired, but I tried to give all my strength in this race because I know the championship is so important. So the podium for the 3rd place, I'm so happy. I'm really happy in this track. I'm not that fast, as you all can see. And I got hit like lap 20 with by Lavs, or his name, I don't remember. But I was able to recover the gap because he took a drive through, and I got a podium, and I'm so happy with that.
Yeah, I mean, it was quite fortunate. Your luck definitely turned around for this race. Hlavak hit you after, I think, the Mistral Straight, and then he got a drive through, so you still picked up a podium. And what about this Spa race? I could not watch it. What happened there? If you could tell me about that as well.
The Spa race was quite good for me because that was the first endurance race for me with a team and with another driver for one car. So that was a really good race. I unfortunately did that crash in the first laps with the Ford because I got distracted by the Ford, but that was okay. I had no damage, but then I lost so much time because of drive-throughs and everything else. So we have to pit a lot of times, a lot of more time than we must. That was quite a good race. I'm really happy that we ended it. So I'm happy to to do that I did that race.
That's great to hear, and I hope you had fun at the championship today as well. Picked up some strong points, but might just lost the championship lead. I hope you can get it back at Laguna Seca though, because I think
I lost the
McLaren.
championship. You sure?
I think yes, because Mishka, or you might be tied with Mishka.
I think Mishka. Yeah, I'm tied with Mishka, and Stefanak has 2 points less than us. So we are
Okay,
in three
so
in two
you're
points,
tied. Yeah, you're tied.
I think.
Sorry. So you did not lose it yet,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I hope you can
well,
extend it in Laguna Seca.
I hope to.
Yeah, yeah. So see you next week, and it was great to talk finally.
Yeah. See you next week. Thank you,
See
everyone.
you. See you. See
Bye.
you. And our next interviewee will be Richard Forsak, who already has his hand up. Hello, Forsak. How are you doing today? Today you were starting from P5. What happened in the first few laps because you were bumped off to like P11?
Oh yeah, it was in before the turn 3 where I braked. I think it was soon because the brakes were cold yet, but I think it was George Sokol who crashed into me and I spun. So I got to last positions. So I had some job to catch all the drivers up. But I'm happy for P4. Could be better.
I mean, P4 is a pretty flippin' nice recovery from what you had in the first few laps. Um, Also, how are you feeling? I forgot to ask that question.
Yeah, I feel great. I feel great. It was a good recovery. In the end of the race, I had to be fast to avoid some fights with Hlaváč behind, but he spun, so it was relief for me.
Okay, okay, that's nice to hear. And I don't know what to ask you though, because you had such a nice recovery, and you nearly fought with Jakub Bienek, but Bienek had a drive-through. So, we were discussing with the chat, it would be so nice that, you guys would battle it out once again after Monza, where Bienek lost out, kind of. But yeah, I hope that you had a nice race though, and you enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was. And it's great that 4 Czechs are in the top 5. So
For checks,
we're
I could not even check that.
yeah. So we're dominating here.
Ah, no way. Okay. Not like Formula One, as you would say in like Porsche Cup commentary. How many points do you have in Formula One?
0.
Exactly, exactly. Hungarians have one. Although the Hungarian driver today quit, so I don't think I should be the one, you know, talks. Doesn't matter. It's just my yapping. Sorry about that. See you next week. First in Porsche Cup in the commentary box, and then at Laguna Seca in the GT3s. So
I'm looking forward.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Especially for Porsche Cup. So that was it, ladies and gentlemen. Today, again, quick shout out to our sponsors, affiliates. If you'd like to buy some sim racing hardware, please do it at Track Racer. And if you would like some hydration and energy drink powders and some shakers to mix it all, please do it at Rogue and use the code TheSpeedy42 for a 10% discount. So that was it for today. Thank you very much for being here, and see you next week at Laguna Seca and in Atlanta in the NASCAR series. Sorry for the lousy stream yesterday. I hope we can do something better next week. So see you everybody, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen.